How do you boost this red hive? What does it take to make the most amount of honey as possible? Well, in this video, I will explain it all. I'll be talking about the hive composition, mutations, Beequips, amulets, and how to do a red boost. Note, most things I'm saying should be self-explanatory. I'm assuming you have all bees gifted, have Dark Scythe, Scorch Saw, SSA, and all the other gear like Demon Mask, Guards, Gummy Boots, Pedal Belt, Cocoa Belt. If you have it, it's not needed. If not, I recommend to macros blue and switch when you have enough honey to roll gifted mythics, and for a good SSA. It's approximately 1 quadrillion honey to be safe. If you can't macro, try to get that stuff ASAP. For hive composition, you want basic bee. It's basically a necessity for all boosting hives. Pun intended. Brave bee for the bee attack and to hold the toy drum. Red bee to hold pink shades and for the 1.1x red pollen and red boost. Commander bee for the 3 crit chance and to hold the whistle. Riley bee for the red boost, red fill capacity, and to hold the toy drum. Carpenter bee for the honey marks mainly, but marks in general. Lion bee for the 5% gifted bee pollen and to hold the toy horn. Shy bee for the 5 BAP, red boost, and to hold the paper angel. Point bee for the capacity and extra capacity with the balloon, and it can hold the kazoo. Precise bees, your main honey maker. No need more for explaining than that. Spicy bees to amplify precise bees. Honey making. Tadpoles for the baby love and for the blue boost. Vector bees for the marks to amplify precise bees. Bear bee, because it's bear bee. If you don't have it, get that bear bee voucher ASAP. Crimson bee for the 15% red instant, and it can hold the toy horn. Digital bee, because it's digital bee, the corruption is absolutely insane. Festive bee for the honey mark and to hold the festive wreath. Photon bee for the 5% instant, the haste, and to hold the paper angel. And lastly, Tabby bee for the critical power and Tabby love. Well, some people run Rage bee instead of Lion bee for the extra bee attack if it's needed. Precise bees need 50 base attack to fully kill a flower with flame heat and stinger. And if you're below 50 attack, you will run Rage bee instead of Lion bee. And some people don't run Brave bee because they have enough attack, usually with Beesmas stuff like pandas, Christmas ornament, and festive nymphs. And you would run a Riley bee instead. Also, some people run Hasty bee. I don't think it is necessary because I feel like you're fast enough when you have Smoothie active and you have 10x haste. But if you do want to run it, drop a Spicy bee for it. Mutations. So, you want to get move speed on everything. Bar is your second choice option, and third is attack. The attack is just to help with saw. For precise bees though, it's a little different. Well, move speed first, second bar. Third and fourth is either crit chance or instant conversion, depending on how much you overfill. And fifth is attack to help with saw, and the rest is garbage. For Beequips, toy drum for haste and BAP. Angels for token link and BAP. Horns for melody and BAP. Whistle for haste and a high bonus, usually super crit power, but if you have melody, run that. Festive wreath for festive mark. Kazoo for the melody and critical power or super crit power, or both. Sweatband for high white gather mount for digital bee, and a nice high bonus red pollen. Pink shades for super crit power and super crit chance. Focus is not needed though. It's nice to have though. And you want also have a honey mark smiley. You would have it so that you could run 1 less carpenter bee. That's why I run 2 instead of 3. If you do not have BAP on toy drums, angels, or toy horns, still use them. And still use kazoo if you don't have any high bonuses, and festive wreath and whistle as well. You should be able to get sweatband pretty easily through Dapper Bear or like planters and trading. Pink shades, I'm assuming you're playing during Beastmas, so you hopefully completed the honey bear quest, honeybees quest. And if you don't have a honey mark smiley, I would run red pollen poinsettias instead, or a rose headband. For amulets, SSA, you want to run red pollen, bar, crit chance, instant, and pollen. You must have red pollen, crit chance, and bar for any red SSA. Some people run bee gather pollen on their SSA, but I'm assuming you do not have that many drives on digital bee, because getting that many drives on digital bee takes forever. For stick bug, you want bee attack, red pollen, and bee attack. I'm still waiting for my 5 out of 5 stick bug. Moon amulet, you want honey per pollen. You could either have white pollen or bomb from treats. It doesn't matter. Ant amulet, you want crit chance, bee attack, critical power, and red pollen. The other pollen could be white pollen or blue pollen. I prefer white pollen. For the cog amulet, you want bee attack, red pollen, event bee pollen, super crit power, and instant red conversion. For shell, you want goo conversion, and pollen. And for king beetle, you want bee attack and strawberry. Mushroom is not necessary because mushroom is a bad field to boost. Now, here are some things to prepare for boosts ahead of time. Make sure you have enough tickets to use for stack and stick bug. Get almost max nectars prepared and have nectar vials saved up to top up before boost, because every decimal of those nectars counts. Make sure you have max nymph blessing. You may need to summon them yourself. Lucky if you don't. It would take roughly 6 to 7 runs depending on your luck. Make sure when you're doing your stick bug, you do not destroy totems to maximize festive nymphs dropping. Do Puffshroom Blessing and make sure you refresh your Puffshroom Blessing with Gnats. Make sure you have full party blessing. Better if you host your party, because it's easier that way to find people. You should double check if you have max cloud vials, at least 180 coconuts, 900 gumdrops, 50 jelly beans, 500 snowflakes-ish, 4 loaded dice, some micros. They are nice, but they're not needed. It's just nice to have when you forget to use your stingers. Make sure you also have around 120 stingers and 2 glitters. The main things I forget in the past is not having enough loaded dice, or ran out of coconuts between booths, and forget to use my ult to summon windy bees. Note, all the Beastmas buffs plus Puff Blessing will not be active, even though the buff is on your screen if you join a new server. So make sure you do all those things in the same server you're boosting in, or refresh it in the server you're going to boost in. Nearing donation time, approximately 5 minutes before Mondo spawns, make sure you refresh your balloon blessing. If you don't got one, use a balloon of your choice. I like to use a red balloon. Activate stack, activate lump of coal. I prefer to activate lump of coal before I boost because the buff only lasts 2 hours, and if you stack it, you would lose it if you join a new server. Once you get Mondo blessing, you use lit art, honey wreath, candles, gummy siege if you can, or if you want to. Use honeybees 2x convert rate for exceptionally good lineups like Honey Day plus OP code, and then top up nectar vials if necessary, and activate snowflakes as well to build it up before your boost. Just before you donate, build up 10x precision. I recommend to donate a purple potion for best wins. For field choice, I recommend pepper, straw, and rose in that order. Pepper is the easiest to boost in, being the smallest red field in the game, plus no mobs spawn. I like straw to boost because it is small like pepper, and it can sometimes be better than pepper if you have a good king beetle amulet. But the ladybugs that spawn can get annoying during scorches. Rose is just as good. It is able to spawn more duped tokens as a plus since it is a larger field. Sometimes it is the preferred field if you have the Galentine's Blessing, but I don't like it as much because it's a larger field, so the flames are spread thinner for scorches, and the marks cannot connect as easily. Once you choose your field, glitter immediately. Use loaded after 30 seconds after glitter. Use smoothie, gumdrops, coconuts, stingers, and jelly beans. Use marshmallow bee if you think it's worth it. While you're waiting for your Scorch Star to activate, this is the time for you to get as many boost tokens as soon as possible. You could use Precise Bees to collect tokens for you during this time. It really depends on your X-Flame timing. Try to maintain your 3x prec marks constantly, and when you're about to activate Scorch, make sure you get new prec marks. During your Scorches, you must line up your X-Flame with the start of your Scorch like this. You activate your Prec Mark, X-Flame, and Scorch Star at the same time. Try your best. It takes a lot of practice, and even I haven't mastered it. It is better to wait for the perfect timing than to have a mediocre Scorch, in my opinion. I noticed during my boost, I would be able to get the timing roughly when the Scorch is at 10 to 15 and X-Flame is at 0, roughly. If your X-Flame is falling behind, get Precision to get more battle abilities faster. If your Scorch is falling behind, pray your Tads, Shy, Riley, and Rad Bees spawn boost tokens, and your Spicy Bees take a break from spawning tokens. Do not, and I repeat, do not turn your flames to dark heat immediately. You want to maximize the amount of Scorch you could add from those X Flames. Wait around like 3 to 5 seconds. I'm assuming you have Flame Fuel active 24/7. Hopefully, your Spicy Bees won't sell and spawn Inferno for you to grow your Scorch faster while you're waiting patiently, growing your Scorch in that corner of the field with the X-Flame. Once you turn the flames into dark heat, you should reach a comfortable 4 to 5k Scorch. Your X-Flame ability should be off cooldown, or almost off cooldown, roughly, around now, and activate as many targets as you possibly can. You want to try to activate another second X-Flame a few seconds before the star expires. Make sure you main 3x prec marks though. When the second X-Flame does activate during the Scorch, spam Dark Heat and activate as many targets as possible. While you do activate the targets, do not consume your Flame Heat no matter what while your Scorch Star is active. And when your Scorch is done, you rinse and repeat till your boost ends. You should be able to maintain 10x prec with refreshing at once between Scorches. Other things, stand in marks as much as possible. Triangulates, collect a lot of pollen as well, make them count. Always collect those smiley tokens as much as possible, except when you just activated Scorch and it's far away from the flames. Stand under specific tokens depending on context, mainly Bear Morph, Festive, Flames, Marks, Baby Love, and Target Practice. You must have a Fuzzy Out to make good honey, and 2 Supreme Saturators at least to keep the field alive. Don't forget to constantly have Saw active, sometimes I forget, or you could use a Stinger macro that does it for you. Sorry, mobile players, PC just better. Make sure you use Cloud Vials every 3 minutes. Make sure you use Beans as soon as it's off cooldown. Make sure you re-glitter. Reactivate Smoothie for bigger boosts. Use Potion or cheaper consumables. Hopefully you have friends that can help you catch Cocoa combos. They're so good. I wish I had larger combos during my boost. And that's how you boost as red. On the first boost, I made 697 trillion honey with Festive Bean and Rose, just round that to 700. The second boost, I made 639 trillion honey in Pepper without Festive Bean. I got 650 tickets from that night. By the way, I use MetaBee as my main source for this Hive build, so thanks MetaBee. You still need to update a few things for your Red Hive guy, by the way. And thank y'all for watching. Laters.